Have you ever gotten so desperate for love that you'll basically do anything without realizing it might ruin your life? In fact, you're so desperate for that sweet, sweet relationship that you'll go as far as to buy a tacky wishing gadget for your dreams to finally come true. Well, you better make sure that girl you're crushing on doesn't get insanely obsessed over you, because if that happens, good luck, pal. At least that's what happened to a fella named Bear in the new and hot horror movie Obsession, directed by that one Gen Z kid who has a YouTube channel. Oh, wait. So, if you couldn't already tell, I just saw the new horror movie Obsession, and let me just say right off the bat that this is easily one of the most hyped up horror movies of the last decade. And I'll be honest, when a horror movie gets this much hype from the fan base, I get nervous, because when that happens, I feel like I automatically have to set my expectations high. And that's a risky thing to do, because if I walk out of the movie and end up not liking it as much as I thought I would, that's gonna be pretty disappointing. Two recent examples of this that had me feeling this way were Longlegs and Companion, the latter of which also focuses on an unusual relationship. So walking into Obsession, I was like, alright Curry Barker, let's finally break this stupid curse once and for all. And now having officially seen the movie, Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, and if you do all of that, then you are officially groovy. Alright guys, I'm gonna need you to listen to me very closely when I say this. I've been watching horror movies for a very long time now, over a decade by this point, and Obsession may just be one of the most unsettling and terrifying movies I've seen in a long time. This movie f***ing slaps, dude. Finally, a horror movie that genuinely lives up to the hype. The curse has been uplifted! Oh man, where do I even start? Curry Barker, you are a f***ing madman, dude. If you don't know who Curry Barker is, he actually got his start doing sketch comedy on YouTube, which, weirdly enough, a lot of modern horror directors also got their start in doing as well. What a coincidence, I guess. But recently, he shifted his gears over to the horror genre, making a couple of short films and a feature film called Milk and Cereal. I actually haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was pretty good. So Obsession is his first theatrically released film, and I gotta say, what a debut, man. To see it getting all this positive reception must be an honor for him. And it seems to be paying off because he's already got some major work in the future, including another horror movie starring Bryce Dallas Howard, and on top of that, he's also directing the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. And this guy's only 26 years old. Like, he's not that much older than I am. So to have this much power at such a young age is insane. I can only imagine this is what Sam Raimi must have felt like when he made the first two Evil Dead movies. Alright, I need to talk about I'm so sorry for butchering her name. Inde Navarrete, the actress who plays the love interest. Holy shit. This is, honest to God, one of the best performances in a horror movie I've ever seen. That might be a bit of a bold claim having just seen the movie, but she is so good in this movie. She plays a deeply disturbed individual, and as things start to get crazier throughout the film, her performance becomes genuinely chilling. She is easily the biggest reason why this movie is so incredibly effective. But not to be overlooked is Michael Johnson as Bear. You can feel the pain this dude is going through once he tries to act like a Make-A-Wish kid, and how much of a toll it takes on him. Hey man, you get what you wish for. Speaking of which, the movie also does a great job reflecting on how awkward and toxic certain relationships can get. Personally, I've never been in a relationship myself, but I've been around enough of them to know what they feel like. You really get the sense of how much both sides go to great lengths to be with one another, with Bear purchasing the One Wish Willow and Nikki, the love interest, getting uncomfortably affectionate with Bear. And their clashing leads to some really great tension throughout the film, as well as a couple of surprisingly good jump scares. The whole movie in general incorporates a lot of quiet atmospheric tension, making it feel really suspenseful in multiple scenes. I was actually surprised surprised to see that Blumhouse distributed this movie, the gigantic horror movie studio that gave us stuff like Megan, The Purge, and The Black Phone. I didn't get the sense at all that I was watching a Blumhouse movie. It definitely felt way more like an A24 horror movie. So just from that, this is easily the best Blumhouse horror movie I've ever seen. More stuff like this, please, Blumhouse. But something I also appreciate is that given Barker's background as a sketch comedy artist, the movie also has some pretty funny moments as well, and a lot of that comes from the side characters. Bear has a friend named Ian who's kinda like the goofy best friend character almost, although he can sometimes not be the most supportive best friend as well. But Barker even went as far as to flesh out characters that even show up for just a single scene. There's a part where Bear meets up with the store clerk, and he's only in the movie for like 2 minutes, but he's really goddamn funny. Even though he's barely in the movie, you still remember him because he's super well written. I love little attentions to detail like that. As for flaws, if I had to get super nitpicky, I think the movie overuses a cheap horror cliche a bit too much. It's the one where the music crescendos loudly only for it to suddenly stop, like this. Yeah, they used it quite a bit in this movie, and it did start to get a little repetitive for me. But that's it. Everything else about Obsession is awesome. It's got amazing performances all around, some genuinely scary moments, and really goes to show that you should really be careful for what you wish for, because it just might result in one of the most insane relationships of your life. Oh, and also, get ready for the ending of this movie because it might floor you. All I'll say is that the final few minutes of the movie are really bleak, but it's still done incredibly well. So, of course, I'm gonna recommend you see this movie. This is definitely one for the books, and I implore you, yes you, watching this video right now, to go see Obsession as soon as you can. Honestly, for the next few days, I'm just gonna be like Paul Revere to everyone and just yell, go see Obsession now! As of right now, Obsession is now my favorite movie of 2026, and I have a feeling it's gonna be hard to top this masterpiece. Although, we still got a stacked list of movies left for the year, including Evil Dead Burn, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and of course, our beloved Pinocchio Unstrung. What a time to be alive. So, are you guys gonna go see Obsession now? And if you do end up seeing it, be sure to let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. See ya.